right, next question. Do you think that it's possible to be in love more than once? This lady, she has been married for some time, many years, I think. She said, yes, I think it's possible to be in love more than once. All right, fair enough. This other lady, she said, I think so. I don't think there is only one person who is compatible with you. I think several people across the big world may be a great partner to a person, and if a relationship is pursued with any one of them, there will be love. If for some reason it doesn't work with one and you have to move on to the second, the third, or the fourth compatible partner, I still think there will be love. All right, this sounds about right. It sounds right. Based on what she's saying, love does not live at any one place with any one person. Each of each of us as individuals, we have love within us. No matter you think you're dark and you're terrible, we have love on the inside. So if it is that it doesn't work with one person, it's okay to move on. It's okay to move on. And I think it's very important to get to know someone. Dating is important. So before you take up yourself and tie down yourself in a relationship, go out. Get to know this person. You don't have to be in any kind of rush to settle. But in the event it doesn't work with person A, it's okay to move to B, right? Because love doesn't live in person A only, right? So it's okay to move on. You can find love again. You can find love more than once. That's what she said. Next question. What are some signs that tell you that you are definitely in love? So she says, here are some signs that tell you that you are in love with someone. 1. You always want to be around that person. All right. That person is the first and last you think about daily. All right. You want to talk to that person all the times. Okay. You feel butterflies when you are with that person. So she say we are gonna feel butterflies. Him say we are gonna feel eagle. This sound like a zoo, but I can't fight your opinions. Oh my God. I hope you were taking notes. All right. So those are some signs that tell you that you are definitely in love with a person, with someone. So I asked this gentleman, probably a retired gallist too, what are some signs that tell you that you are definitely in love with someone? He says signs. You feel at peace when you are with or around the person. Your tolerance for the bad things that person might do is very high. All right? You care and you think about the person a lot. You can't stand not talking to them even if you've had an argument. You get jealous easily. Worse if them have a friend of the opposite sex. What here? Why? No. Love is not jealous. I said this. What you mean? What you mean? You're in love with someone, you get jealous easily. Worse if them have a friend of the opposite sex. What cheer? Did we not establish that love is not jealous? come on. I mean, a little jealousy might be okay. But I think if you trust your partner, it's okay if they have a friend of the opposite sex. I think it's okay. I think if I'm in a relationship with someone, it means I trust them to an extent, right? But at the end of the day, self-control is very important. So I'm not going to say, no, you can't have no friend with a girl because you go cheat. No, you can't have no friend with them body bigger than mine because me I go jealous. No, you can't go out with your friend them call them a girl, only go out with boy. No, you can't this because a girl. No, you can't that. No, I'm not that person. I think that self-control is very important. So even if I have love for you and we are in a relationship, I trust you to an extent that you're going to exercise self-control because I'm going to exercise self-control. I trust you. I know that we are in a relationship together. I see you, you see me, meaning we have eyes for each other. We have love for each other. So you are allowed to have friends of the opposite sex. I'm not threatened because you should be able to exercise self control. Yes, she is beautiful. Yes, she is attractive. But you have self control. You have respect for your partner. So you will not do anything out of the way. You understand? Me not gonna be no man personal bodyguard. You gonna exercise self-control, and the moment you cannot exercise self-control is the moment we're not going to be in a relationship, because I'm not going to be bodyguarding you. Get somebody else to do it. Next question. All right, so I asked the retired galleys, have you ever been in love? Yes, I believe so. Back when I was a tad younger in high school. Back when I was a tad, like a tadpole. So I believe so. Back when I was a tad younger in high school, I think I was in love with two separate females at different times. Felt true affection for them, and those persons meant everything to me, to the core of my heart. Physically, they weren't the ideal girl, but that was never a concern to me. I loved them for who they were. Yeah, me remember one of them girl here. Me not remember a second one, but the first one, he was definitely in love with her. Yup. He said what told him that he was definitely in love was the feelings that he had for those females. Even though he was a tadpole, he was younger, he was in a high school, but he knew that he loved them, even though they weren't his ideal preference physically. So they're never the prettiest girl, but he had genuine affections for them. This sound like love. You want to sound like love, not you? Lord of mercy. Right? So I asked a female, have you ever been in love? She said, I honestly do not know if I have been in love. The peace that comes with the love God describes, I have never had it. That feeling of safety, where you never wait for the other shoe to drop, has escaped me over the years. I know for sure when someone loves me from the way my mother exercises patience with me when I deserve nothing but pain. I know I am loved because regardless of my ugly, there are persons who have stood by me with diligence and dedication without any compensation or incentive. You know you are loved when your lover is aiming to uplift you at all times, not through empty compliments, but through constructive criticism and allowing space to be unapologetically you. This one very deep. It's very, very deep. And when I first read it, it gave me goosebumps because the part that really, really, really touched me the most was this line. I honestly do not know if I have been in love. The peace that comes with the love God describes, I have never had it. The peace that comes with the love that God describes. Somebody sent me a message and they said that love begins with God, because it is as a result of God's love why you are here and I am here and we are here, because God started this world with love, and love should provide peace. It should be a partnership. So even if, or not if, but when, because the Bible said teeth and tongue go meet, but even when there is a disagreement, it should not interrupt the peace in a relationship for too long. Because yes, teeth and tongue go meet, but you love me, I love you, we respect each other, we have love for each other. This is worth fighting for. So yes, teeth and tongue meet, but we're going to sit and talk it out. We're going to figure it out together so that the peace in the relationship can be maintained. A lot of things can contribute to peace in a relationship. Peace not just have to do with arguments, Peace have to do with a lot of things. What is peace for me, or what is peaceful for me, might not be the same thing that is peaceful for another person. So for some persons, peace might be calling just to make sure that I have eaten, calling to make sure that I see the postcard that you left on the dresser, calling to make sure that I have eaten breakfast. Peace is very different from person to person, and that's why it's so important to communicate in a relationship so that you can know your partner can know you, and you both can establish and maintain peace, establish and maintain a healthy, loving, mutual relationship. And I pray that we all find peace. I pray that we all find the peace that God wants us to find, that God had intended for us. Next question: how do you know when you have found the one? So she said, when you have found the one, you know, because you have chosen them on the basis that you are compatible, meaning you are comfortable with them being in your life, both long and short term. The person doesn't cause you to compromise your core values, so there is no major fear in the relationship. All right, I hope you guys are taking notes. This married lady also, how do you know when you have found the one? She said, you just have to trust your gut feelings. Your intuition will tell you if someone is or isn't the right person. Boy, I don't know about that trust a gut feeling someday. Because speaking from a personal experience, me record my belly and make be nice and send you go give me sister. And she thinks that me hungry, but me never hungry, me eat. But my belly I make beer nice same way. And if you trust my belly, me I go eat something because me thinks that me hungry. If you trust my gut. When in fact I wasn't hungry, maybe me just have worm because my belly just I make beer nice. So trust your gut feelings. I don't know. Trust your gut feelings. It probably can work. Your intuition is most times never wrong. So I guess your gut feelings, your intuition will tell you if that person is your person or isn't your person. I don't know. She said to trust your gut feeling. She has been happily married for many years. A gentleman. How do I know that I found the one? To be honest, that's very hard because I would have been with persons who I thought fit the category, but sadly, it never worked out. Yeah, I think we have all been in that situation, or maybe not all, but a lot of persons have probably been in that situation. Yeah, and my man this husband, we gonna married, we gonna have children. Yeah, and my girl that wife, we gonna married, we gonna have children, but it just not work out. So I guess. I think though, whenever you find that person who takes the time out to really get to know you, who will love you for who you are, despite your imperfections, and is willing to compromise with you, motivate you, and make you happy, then you have found the one. All right, so these are some nice qualities, nice characteristics of someone who could possibly be the one, your person. Again, remember, my shoes can't fit you. Probably can't fit you because everybody wear a different size. So it's love isn't like a one size fit all. You have to know what you are looking for. You have to know what you're willing to compromise, what you aren't willing to compromise. There are some things that you, the person, will definitely have to know. So even though I get like advice from here, so nobody go run up in a note and say Yannick and our passy tell you. Alright? Alright, final question. Do you believe that the way in which someone was socialized has an impact on his or her ability to be in love and to show genuine love? This person, she has been married for many years, happily married, to the best of my knowledge. Yes, I believe the way in which one is socialized has an impact on his or her ability to be in love and to show love. For the most part, if love is not shown or extended to you as a child, where will you learn? That's a good question. Children live what they learn. If there is a lot of hostility between the parents, the child, or the adult, will most likely exhibit this in his or her own relationship. The way the adults respond to each other may affect how one responds to their partner. On the flip side, though this is not widespread, there are those persons who vow to not be like the negative behaviors they experienced as children. I think that this is true. This is true. We are all socialized differently. You grew up in a one kind of house, me grew up in a one kind of house. Some of we grew up single parents, mother only, father only. Some of we grew up nuclear parents. Some of we grew up with extended family. Some of we have blended family. Some of we never have no family. We had to, raise your little self, buy your little self, do what you have to do to survive. So we all had different experiences growing up. So that can definitely impact how you respond to being in a relationship. It can definitely impact the success or the unsuccessfulness of your relationship. It can, but it might not, because some persons choose to defy odds, to break barriers. So earlier I said that I'm not the kind of person who you have to send an I love you message for me to know that you love me. One person said that she knows love because of the patience her mother exercises with her. So it can be that her mother probably didn't say I love you, but she showed her actions conveyed that she loved her child, right? So growing up, it was not very, like, I love you was not very vocalized in our homes. So maybe that's why I'm like, you don't have to tell me that you love me, you just need to show me and be consistent, right? And that's why I would prefer somebody calling to say, hey, are you okay, would you like to meet for dinner, or would you like to meet for lunch? Hey, did you get to work safely? Hey, this, that, as opposed to someone taking up their phone sending I love you. I don't care much for I love you. So if I don't ever hear that you love me, I probably won't feel any way. But if you show me, you consistently show me that you are interested in me, I love you, I love you, I probably don't care much for that. But if you show me, I would greatly appreciate it, you know? Yeah, I'm not saying anything is wrong with telling somebody that you love them. I'm just saying for me, it's not a necessity. You don't need to tell me, my partner that is, you don't need to tell me that you love me. But I want you to show me, consistently show me. And my friend and I were talking about it, like when we grew up with parents never wake up, mwah, kiss pan for love you. I guess as we got, you know, when you turn adults and things and times change, my mother will kiss me on for it, boop, love you. But growing up as a child, I think she was busy trying to provide for us. So we know that she love we not have no doubt. And when she busts with us, we know that she love we, but it wasn't very, very vocalized. So as an adult, I don't care much for it. And my friend and I, we were talking about it, and we say our parents and they mash we up because of how they grow with them. Not tell we say they love we, you know, but we know say they love we. God then go all out for we. They make sure so we have we book them for school. They make sure so we clothes them clean and we have food to eat. But you not get the I love you. So growing up, we turn adults now. If somebody not tell me so they love me, me no business. Like me no business. But if you show me, me want you to show me consistently. If you not tell me, me no care. And I same thing where I say like it takes a special type to deal with us. But I do hope that these questions help somebody who is trying to figure out this whole love thing. With Valentine's Day just around the corner, I think this is an opportune time to get to know yourselves a little, get to know a little more about love, and leave your comments below. Let me know what you think about today's video. If you want to go ahead and respond to any one of the questions, feel free. What are some signs that tell you that you are in love? How can you differentiate between being in love and being infatuated? If you could describe love using 3 words, what would those 3 words be? Have you ever felt butterflies in your stomach for someone? Have you ever felt the eagle in your chest for someone? Let me know in the comments. I'll be checking. Thank you so much for watching.